Captain's log, May 26th, 2014. My starship has gone across this universe, and this bit is way overused. So who needs a captain? This is Fable's log. What will soon be a daily record of Fable's life. All the adventure, excitement one could possibly need in the life of a probably very ordinary man. I figured, hey, I bet maybe somebody will find my life entertaining. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down each night and I want to talk about my day. Have a daily record of the life of Fable. I'm sure there has to be something interesting that goes on. And I'm going to fill in all you gentlemen and lady who are probably only two people that will ever watch this on what goes on with my life. Just daily reoccurrence. Be nice and simple. I'll try and keep these things 5-6 minutes. Sounds about good. And I'm sure me laying down isn't the best audio quality possible with my sinuses totally clogging up, but we shall see how this goes. Might have to tinker with it. I may or may not put any sort of video or graphics along with it. I probably should. I'd say it's totally revolutionary for me to be the first person ever to just post an audio clip to YouTube without video, but it's done. I might even take pictures of myself making emotions and post it with it. So you have a little something to look at. You see my beautiful, not so beautiful face, handsomeness with a slightly large nose. But on to today's events. Or let's recap the last couple days. I have started a job at a second place. I'm not going to specify, but it is a big box retail store that specializes in clothing. It's about as much as I'll say. My other job is in jewelry, so from this point forward, I will refer to them as retail, clothing store, and jewelry store. I had been searching for a secondary job because the jewelry store job was only giving me 10 or so hours a week. And for any of you out there who actually do work, no, that is not enough to pay the bills. So, clothing store came along, got hired, all good. They're paying me a little bit more hourly than the jewelry store is, but I still get commission at the jewelry store. It's all good. In the end, they balance out to about the same amount hourly when you add in commission. So that's all good. I'm going to stick with both jobs. And as a jewelry salesman, you are held to certain standards, especially in your clothing. Say your minimum is nice pair of dress slacks, dress shoes, long sleeve dress shirt, and a tie. But me being the overachiever that I am, always wear a vest. I think it really brings everything in together. And what I'm getting at is 2 days ago, I worked back to back a jewelry store in the morning for 5 hours and then clothing store for another 8. And I had about 30 minutes in between, just enough time to get food and go to the clothing store. And this particular day, I was wearing a full black suit with a white tie, which must have looked quite dashing because I got many compliments. mostly from women who were way out of my age range. Let's say middle-aged, lower 40s up to later 60s. Not quite what I'm looking for in a woman, since I am a man of his early 20s. Early 20s for sure. And so I had been hit on at the jewelry store by a woman, and I had gotten quite a few compliments from the females at my workplace at the clothing store. A few winks, a few nods, a few smiles. And honestly, it all made me very, very uncomfortable. It's kind of like Cougar Town. Very uncomfortable. There's one thing you should know about me. I can be in many social situations, but I cannot take a compliment to save my life. You tell me I'm handsome, I'm like, thank you. Is there a handsome butt going on here? But as in ulterior motive. And I got quite a few compliments, and really it got to the point where I was like, I just smiled, gave him a thumbs up. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. It might be a self-image issue. I don't know. And well, the day went on, and as I work in men's, as I was preparing the men's to close, I start hearing what I'm not sure at the moment is, but later find out a puppy barking and whining. And this is about 30 minutes before us workers actually get to leave since we're closing. It's about 9 o'clock. So I hear this puppy barking, whining, coming from the emergency exit in the men's section. And I'm like, there's no way there's actually a puppy out there. And it got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to check this once we're allowed to get out of work. I tell my coworker Stormy what's going on. She goes over, listens, she's like, yeah, that's a puppy. And then this whole time in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, the poor puppy. Oh, the poor puppy. I hope it's okay. So 30 minutes goes on, and we get out of the store, and I'm the first one out that front door. And Stormy was shortly behind me, and we go around the corner to get to see where the dumpster is, and we're calling out for the puppy, whistling, and we hear the bark, and I'm pretty sure at this point it's in the dumpster, but we get closer and closer looking, like, surely it's not in the dumpster. Who would be horrible person to put a puppy in a dumpster? And so I get up close, and I'm a relatively tall guy, so I kind of just hop up looking, and surely enough, there is a puppy in the dumpster. Someone was such a horrible scum of the earth to put a puppy in a dumpster. Just abandon it there. And at this point, I'm like, forget the suit. I don't care. Puppy's important. Puppy's more important than anything else at this moment in time. I jump into the dumpster. Like, just kind of vault in. And, I got the little puppy. It's whining. It's whimpering. And my coworker named Stormy is right on the outside of the dumpster. And, she's like, hand it here. So I lift up the puppy, hand it to her. She's just, oh, your puppy. Like, it's okay now, puppy. It's okay. And whole time, I'm thinking in my back of the head, whoever was horrible, just the scum of the earth, needs to die in a hole for putting this puppy in this dumpster. There's something you should know about, like, the store is in, like, the town center, the central area, the strip mall of our town, and on Saturdays there are a lot of people there that are giving away free puppies, and I'm sure this was just one of the puppies that didn't get picked up, but still, save the puppy and just try again next week. Well, next, back to giving Stormy the puppy. Other coworkers come to investigate what's going on, and they're all like, "Oh no, the poor puppy!" And next thing I know, the store manager in training is like, "Garrett, save the puppy! He's the hero. You're my hero." And like, yeah. I don't know how to take a compliment. Because I was like, I was just doing what my conscience told me to. I was being a good person. And just doing what I think is right. I don't think I should get rewarded for. Because I'm just doing what I should do. So I saved a puppy from a dumpster. That was fun. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, I can kind of was thinking of an endpoint for this, since I'm sure I've already been talking for way too long. Let's see, moral of the story: you're the scum of the earth if you put a puppy in the dumpster. Because after holding that puppy for a couple minutes after we figured out that Stormy was going to take it home, I was about ready to cry. Like, and I don't cry very easily. That's just something I don't do very much. But I was like, oh, poor puppy, what if I didn't find it? Let's see. Yeah, scum of the earth. Don't do that. Let's see. What else has happened interesting since then? Nothing. Life got boring. The story is kind of arced, so I will continue next time, tomorrow night, on the next edition of Fable Vlog. So, see you next time when I have more fables for Fable Vlog. Boop.